By far the biggest topic of discussion in the gaming landscape this past week has been the cancellation of Overwatch 2's PvE mode.
They just completely announced that the last 4 years of hard work on their PvE component to Overwatch is just being scrapped.
But on the PvE experience really hasn't made the progress that we would have hoped. And so we're left with another difficult choice. Do we continue to pour all that effort into PvE, hoping that we can land it at some point in the future? Or do we stick with this set of values we've relied on and focus on the live game and focus on serving all of you?
The Play Overwatch Twitch channel just released the biggest Overwatch 2 news drop of the year. The endlessly replayable PvE experience that they have talked about so many different times seems to be fully scrapped.
Okay, I'm done with Overwatch, guys. I can't play this game anymore. I can't do it. I can't stomach playing anymore in this game, dude.
Overwatch 2 was canceled this week.
Well, no way, bro. News dropped on what Overwatch devs have been doing this entire time. 4+ years. Waiting for Overwatch 2 to really sell that 2. Instead of it just being an update from Overwatch 1. The big selling point of Overwatch 2, you know, the single player, they said they're going to have their own personal progression system. It's going to have different traits and cutscenes and character-specific stories and things of that nature. You know, that thing that was supposed to really show Overwatch 2 to be different from Overwatch 1. They up and canceled that motherfucker. Now, honestly, I laugh because the entire time I knew Overwatch 2 wasn't going to get that single player. You want to know why? The single player aspect that's supposed to make up a good portion, if not over half of Overwatch 2 or what it was supposed to be, it was going to be bigger than what Overwatch 1 could handle. Overwatch 1 updated to Overwatch 2 because it wasn't much of a change. They basically reworked most, if not all, the characters. Then they took it down from 6 to 5. If you want to count the maps, congrats, dog. Now it's daytime in places and nighttime in the rest of the places. The PvE, the big selling point, gone. Scrapped. According to the devs, it was too much for them to work on. That was their reasoning. It took too much resources to work on. 4+ years working with that game. Said it was too much. Now, me personally, I knew it was going to happen. I knew the PvE wasn't going to drop for that game the moment it didn't release with Overwatch 2. The moment it released. Because one of two things were either going to happen. Either you were going to have to buy the PvE because the PvP aspect of the game is free. They made Overwatch 2 free to play, or Overwatch 1, whichever you want to call it. Free to play. Either they were going to have to make you pay for that PvE, because I guarantee you, Overwatch all together, PvE and PvP and all those character progressions, all those character skill trees, the RPG elements, all that wasn't going to be free. No shot that was going to be free. No way. Either they were going to make you pay for it, or it just wasn't going to come out. Well, I guess we know which one we got. Obviously, I kid. I joke. But I feel for the actual dedicated Overwatch fans who waited 4+ years for said content and then they just scrap it. That's an insult. That is an insult to the gaming community. It is. It sucks for the real Overwatch fans, because for the hardcore fans who defended their game and said, nah, man, this isn't Overwatch 1.5. It's Overwatch 2. It's a different game. Completely different. Completely. You'll see. It's coming out. It's going to be a whole new game changer. It's going to be new. PvE coming out. It's going to be crazy. We had PvE in Overwatch 1, but this one's going to be big. It's gonna be freaking Destiny in the streets. In the streets. With Overwatch characters. Like Mei can turn into an ice ball and roll. Like she shoots snowballs. Like Symmetra can make whole lines across the map. Like, that can shoot lasers themselves. Crazy. Black Widow still sucks, but you know, it is what it is. It's still Overwatch 1.2 or 1.5. That 2 on that Overwatch, not earned, my boy. That is not earned. And I don't care if you are a Overwatch lover. You can't ignore the nonsense that Blizzard put y'all through. You can't. As much as you love that game, no way you can sit there with a straight face and say, yep, it deserves that too. No, you can't. It's Overwatch 2. No, it is not. No, it's not. A sequel? You better stop playing. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. The devs made a live stream to talk to the Overwatch fans about why they were scrapping the PvE big hero mode. And like I said before, it was committing too much resources. It was costing too much, which I get. But anybody who knows what's going on over there in Blizzard, they still got a whole ton of legal problems going on. They do. Lawsuits left and right. Sexual harassment cases. Developers leaving by the freaking cubicle. By the handful. Developers are leaving. So, I get it. It was probably too much for them. They said they've been working on it this whole time. And I believe it. But it was weird because during the live stream, it seemed like they tried to say that they're still going to bring a PvE mode and they're still going to focus on the PvP now. But during Overwatch 1, what were y'all doing? I mean, that was what your big project was supposed to be on. That whole time. The whole time. When you announced that Overwatch 2 and a PvE mode was going to be the main focus for Overwatch 2. You had that whole time, 4+ years, probably longer than that, the whole time working on it. But beforehand, your main focus was the PvP. So I'm lost on what that even is now, because it's not like Overwatch gets updates every other week like League of Legends. There's not a character being dropped 4 times a year. You get one character every other year, if that. So I'm confused. Are you going to work on the PvE? Because that's what they said during the live stream. They're still going to release PvE. It's going to be at a smaller scale. So what you're telling us is it's going to be Overwatch 1 PvE, where they put some trash bots in front of you. And you just stand there and shoot them for an event. That's a shame. As an Overwatch fan, that's a shame, dog. I mean, to be fair, for me, I didn't expect much from these guys in the first place. Me personally. But the hardcore fans, fuck Overwatch. Hey, fuck Overwatch. On my soul. We out. That's how I'd be. So I don't know what their game plan is. I'm lost. I'm lost for words. I don't know what they're going to do. So now they're going to release it in smaller portions. So it's not going to be the big PvE hero mode that we were hoping for. So now it's just going to be the event where it's zone protection, right? Capture the zone, move forward, capture the zone, move forward. Or maybe a snowball event. Events littered here and there, which don't get added a lot. Events like that do not get added a lot. In Overwatch 1, there were events that happened once every other month. And they'd go on for about a good 3 weeks. If that. And they'd die. You know, I could be wrong. I hope I am. Overwatch fan base has been, they've been dedicated for a long time. And I'd hate to see people who love the game so much, and I enjoy the game too. For what it is, I enjoy the game. But for the fans who stuck with it day one, my condolences, brother. At least you got Diablo.